Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 5, the finale. We just found out that Dr. Wily was behind the entire scheme, which was actually pretty obvious. And I spoiled it back when we were in Stone Man stage, but I had to cut that out, or at least just my audio. So time to start on this stage. Grab that E-Tank for a easy fill-up. And when you land on this platform, land to the left, because those spikes will kill you. And you don't want that to happen. Although, egads, it was Wily. Sorry, that's a Mega Man 3 joke. It was Wily the whole time, controlling Darkman as Proto Man. Which is why he kidnapped Dr. Light. At the same time... Oy, I'm a little tired, I'm sorry. At the same time, what's with Proto Man's actions? Like, in Mega Man 3, he tries to kill you multiple times, but in Gemini Man stage, he helps you get in. Mega Man 4, he kind of just pops up, helps Kalinka, and then leaves. And then in... what was it? Yeah, Mega Man, like, 5 and 6, the one that we're playing, and I apparently can't remember this, he's just in the shadows. He doesn't like seriously, this whole thing... Like, Mega Man wouldn't have questioned Proto Man at all. And why wouldn't you have Proto Man, you know, try to help Mega Man in this game? Like, it's totally fine that he doesn't. He comes in and helps Mega Man in Mega Man 10, and you can get him his DLC in Mega Man 9. But it's just like, he's, you know, ruining your name. Even though you were evil in Mega Man 3. It's like, you went to the good side, and then you're just gonna be like, I hit a random button. That was an accident. Oh well. I don't even know what I did. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, sure, you were evil for one game, but it's like you have him, like, kicking your name through the mud, and you're just gonna be like, okay, yeah, that's fine, I'm just gonna show up in the last minute when Mega Man needs help. And also, has no one, like, seen Proto Man? Because if Dr. Light was kidnapped by Proto Man, you think, like, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it would also make sense-ish for him to kidnap Dr. Light, because in the story, Proto Man's power core had a problem, and because it was messed up, Proto Man ran away because he didn't want Dr. Light to fix him. He didn't want to have his personality changed. But on to the boss of the stage. Time to fight a big pet who's weak to the Crystal Eye, and that's actually his name, Big Pets. Why is his name Big Pets? I honestly don't know. Now, to defeat him, you need to get him to open his eyes, and the only way to do that is by shooting the platforms, which then come flying at you, which then you can use to climb up to his eye level and shoot him accordingly. That was a weird noise, but now he's dead. He's explodified. On to the next stage. Wily Stage 2. Now, I'm gonna admit this completely entirely. I had cut out a lot here. The two runs where you're seeing where I had no deaths, in both of these runs I actually had... I had game overed in both the last stage and this one somehow. Well, okay. Actually, let me fix what I meant. I game over to the last one because I only had one death, and I don't know why I didn't get the E-Tank, but I had one life left, and I died, and then I just game over it, so I cut that out. I didn't want to bother with it, so I just showed my successful run. And then in this stage, I actually game overed. And what's worse is I even, like, because the really difficult spike pit you see me jump just a minute ago, that I jumped like it was nothing right before you go into the water, that's one of the more difficult jumps in the game. And at one point, I died at it, hit the rewind button, was like, nope, I'm not dying now, and then I die later in the stage, and I'm just, like, defeated because I saved myself from death because it's my last life, and then I fail again. And there was nothing I could do about it. Because you can rewind a lot. Like, you'll see just how much rewind... Like, actually, no, not in Mega Man 6, but you've seen how much rewinding you could do in, like, Mega Man 4 with how far back throughout the stage I would be going, just to show off alternate paths. But still, I still think of it as cheating, which is... I only used it in Mega Man 4 for alternate paths, and a little bit in Mega Man 6 for alternate paths. Like, it's just that way I don't have to go through the entire stage again. 'Cause, yeah, a tad lazy in that department. Go flying! Thank you. That's gonna come back and haunt me when I get to the boss rush, but hey! I don't care. I was about to say something else, but I might get in trouble if I say it. So I'm not. Ow! He just kicked me! Right in the face! Yeah, here's an actual serious question. If Dr. Light can build several robots that are not more powerful than Mega Man, but have, like, better abilities than Mega Man, like flight, or standing on spikes, and, like, resistance to lava, why don't you give Mega Man these abilities? Like, seriously. If Dr. Light and Dr. Wily can build robots that have immunities to certain things, why don't you just give them all to all your robots? Like, seriously. Because you have some robots that are weak to like maybe one thing. So why don't you just, you know, give the immunity to that one thing that they're weak to another robot? And that was a gyro thing that was weak to the gyro attack. He's really annoying. I wasn't really explaining how he works. I'm sorry. Wily Stage 3. This isn't really a walkthrough of me explaining stuff because I don't know how to really explain stages and whatnot. But hey, we're now on to, I have no idea what happened there. But yeah, well, this is the second to last stage, so just the boss rush, a fight with Wily, and then the final stage. So I will see you guys after this. Okay, now that we're back, time to fight off against Wily. Now, be very careful when you're fighting this Wily capsule, and stay at the middle. Because he doesn't come to you, you go to him. So if you don't jump properly, you could easily get stuck. Where you're trying to jump, but you don't jump high enough, so you fall into the spikes and die. Why did I jump across? I don't know, because I'm dumb. So yeah, just be very careful with this boss fight. And try not to, like, jump over the spikes unless you have to, like there. So just keep an eye out, watch what you're doing, and be careful. And it's only been 10 minutes. This is a short episode for the finale, but then again I did cut out a lot of death. And game over. I'm sorry. But I do have something hilarious coming up in another Mega Man game. Much death in that one. More specifically in one specific stage. And Wily's defeated. Now, if you were really wanted to, you'd probably use Super Arrow to, like, keep you suspended there so you could land on the spikes. But I have never been able to do that, so yeah. Don't plan on attempting it and dying. Although on to the final stage, and this is the final stage. Wily doesn't escape. It's just like a small, short, straightforward stage with the 2 walking big enemies like these guys. That I managed to. He got me back up far enough so he spawns in again. So this makes 2 fights. I get hit. I don't just dash through them. So a third one's definitely gonna spawn. So this makes 3, and I'm getting frustrated at this point. I can't hit him with a charge shot because I have terrible aim. 4 of them has now respawned. And I finally managed to kill him fast enough so I didn't respawn a 5th time. And just hold right here. There's no big deal if you don't. It's just trying to save time where you can. Watch it. Nope, another one of these is going to respawn. It's going to make 5, 6. I had to fight 6 of those just to get to Wily. They drained up half my health. So I'm probably going to die here. Just wait for it. Also, this Wily capsule is weak to the Crystal Eye. Also, did anyone else see Wily pop out of his capsule? I might have to freeze for... Oh, okay, that was smart. Let me just step on the arrow and fly right into his face. Good job, me. I'll be right back when I get to the Wily capsule. Also a freeze frame of it. Okay, now that we're back... Sorry, I just kind of didn't want to wait through everything. So yeah, once you take down this, it's just the Wily capsule. And this is why you want to have beat. Because you want to have either beat or gyro attack, but I prefer beat because beat's much better. And getting him's never been like a big chore to me, so yeah. And beat, he can use this. He'll try to fly after Dr. Wily. He'll stay where he is, and then he'll show you where he's going to spawn, so you can be ready for the next attack. And I got him into a lock where beat just kind of kept going, so I knew exactly where he would be almost the whole fight. So yeah, Dr. Wily, once he spawns in, he's going to drop a ball that splits into 2, and then hit these 4 wave balls that kind of fly out and then come back. They never go across the entire screen, so just try and stay away from him. But I kept sending beat after him, so try to get close so that way you could just throw beat his way. Or you'll manage to hit him twice, so beat doesn't stick around. But it's pretty easy if you have beat. If you don't, you're going to have a bit more problems. Because, well, yawning is not helping. But the gyro attack doesn't really do much. And then the same thing as you'd want to use probably the Crystal Eye would be your next best bet. But none of these attacks do more than 1 pixel of damage, so you have to hit him at least 28 times. And having to hit him 28 times means, well, you're going to run out of weapon energy because you had to use them all against the boss. Unless you use an M-Tank properly, but we've defeated Dr. Wily. And now he's running. Because, okay, how is a robot not faster than a fat old scientist? Well, he's probably not fat, but please forgive me. That's Wily's old line. We saved Dr. Light. But, oh noes! The roof is collapsing! And Mega Man just caught the whole thing like an awesome person, and Wily just kind of moonwalks and runs away. And it's Proto Man coming to save the day again. So get out quickly. Boom. Dr. Wily's cap shrinks, and you have Proto Man sitting in the corner as he slowly fades away. But you have Dr. Light and Mega Man just standing there watching the whole thing come down. And that was Mega Man 5! I'm surprised how short the episode was, actually. I mean, like 15 minutes just to take down the whole thing in Wily's Castle in a boss rush. Not bad, even though this was originally like, I think 35 minutes. Because I had stitched 2 episodes together. But, you know, I didn't think it would be that long either way. So, when we come back later today, we'll have Mega Man 6. I might do 2 episodes of Mega Man 6 today, but I'm still not entirely sure, so maybe if I just do one, then if I don't have one up before 5, 6 o'clock tonight, then 2 things have happened. I got called into work, or I was lazy. Probably the first one, though. So yeah, that was Mega Man 5. You know, nothing too bad. And I'm not doing the whole thing where I kind of cut myself off reading off boss names because I kind of missed like half of them, so yeah. I'll probably do that in the next one, but I think Mega Man 5 is kind of where I kind of try to cut off that tradition, but at the same time that's not going to happen. At least I don't think it will. Yeah, I do hope you guys enjoy it. Mega Man 5 is a good game. I really do recommend it. It's not the greatest. I definitely would recommend like 2, 6, 9 first. Even though Mega Man 3 is my favorite, it's not one I would be like, yes, go, play, please. And Mega Man 9 right now, I'm struggling with completing. Because I'm doing a... Oh, God, that looks weird. My eyes might be messed up, but that just looks very strange. But anyway, I'm having problems with Mega Man 9 because I'm doing a small trick since I have the Proto Man DLC with the Legacy Collection. So, my plan... I'm going to spoil it here anyway, but my plan with Mega Man 9 is why I'm having problems with it, so it might not be out when I'm done Mega Man 8, which is why I record so much ahead, is I'm switching between the 2 characters. But because you have to play them separately, I'm just doing Mega Man, and then I got to play as Proto Man through all the stages again to get where I would be with that, and then I got to stitch it together in editing. And it's not easy to do with how Proto Man works in Mega Man 9. I'm not used to taking so much damage, because I've played using him before, but I know I usually have a certain boss order that I go in, but he's kind of messing that up. Why are they green? I'm sorry, just my TV's a little messed up at the moment, and I'm looking at that, and I just have like Mega Man 9 ready to go, and I'm about to start recording that as of this moment. But yeah, that was Mega Man 5. I realize I'm talking about Mega Man 9 for a minute, but I will see you guys in Mega Man 6, which should be up later today. So, later.